Rugby as they face up against the Chicago Hounds at American Legion Memorial Stadium. It's been an historic week for Anthem following a brilliant 39-26 win over California Legion last week, their first ever in Major League Rugby. But will the team from the Windy City dampen the party? Brilliant to be here with you. I'm former US Sevens international Dallin Stadford alongside Bree Kim. Bree, talk us through the lineups today with two brilliant sides.
Well, it's going to be an entertaining one today. History for Anthem last week. Can they do it again? Can they get their first ever win today at home? Let's see. But first, let's talk through the lineup. Two changes from last week's starting 15. Seth Smith makes a season debut at hooker, and Will Leonard gets the start at 13. Revenge game for the number 5, Lock James Scott, who faces his old teammates after playing for Chicago last year. Now, let's take a look at the Chicago Hounds starting lineup. 7 of the starting 15 will debut for this Hounds side today. Former Anthem captain Jake Turnbull gets his own little taste of revenge in the number 1 shirt, facing his old team in this debut match for his new side. McLean Jones in the number 7 jersey gets his 50th cap for Chicago today.
Two players to watch out for. Yeah,
so first one, we're taking a look at Jordan Traynor here. He was one of the best fullbacks in the league this year, named to the All MLR first 15. The Anthem will look to his communication and leadership from the backfield to find the success today. And then you take a look at Brock Webster. We last saw this guy showing out in the championship final last year with the Free Jacks, got the MVP honors. He's unpredictable, he roams across the park, and he's the kind of game breaker you want on your side.
We're about to see Chicago for the first time in 2026. Can Anthem get the form that had them last week? Here is Mac Jones, 50th appearance, making history, the very first player from Chicago to ever do it in that jersey. Massive congratulations to him, his franchise, his family and friends as well. All eyes but on the rising stars of America. Kickoff from Charlotte is next.
We wanted to put out a performance that our fans, family and our supporters could be really proud of.
Unscripted, unfiltered, unapologetic, united. Major League Rugby.
This afternoon's broadcast is brought to you by CTMS. CTMS Travel, the official travel partner of Major League Rugby. Stop managing travel, start moving. And in association with Sports Certified, powered by iHerb, the official online health market of Major League Rugby. Perfect conditions for running rugby here. These two teams played in this venue last year, Chicago winning 38-29 to book their place in the postseason. But it's a very different Anthem with 21 new faces in the crowd and new fans supporting them as well. We love to see it. Man in the middle for this one, our referee, Luke Rogan, officiated the championship match last year. Assistant referees, Robin Kaluzniak Dave Edwards, our in-stadium review official, is James Kiwi Roberts. 80 degrees, as we said. It's going to be a warm one out there. Anthem Rugby looking to put on a show yet again. They'll be on the right of your screens in their familiar blue, and on the left will be Chicago Hounds in green. Anthem Rugby with Luke Carty, great addition. He's been in the number 10 jumper. Now, match ball getting delivered as well, and we saw some kids from the Charlotte Cardinals Rugby Club as well, leading out the sides a bit earlier today, a local side getting involved.
Cheers. Thanks, guys.
All business as we get ready. Weekend number 2, but the first time we see Chicago looking sleek as always. We are ready to rumble. Chicago lead 4-0 in their head-to-head matchups. But like we said, 2026 is a different year. Season 9, you're locked into Major League Rugby.
Good, Johan. Behind the line for me, behind him.
It's Anthem Rugby's home opener against the Chicago Hounds from American Legion Memorial Stadium. We're underway. Early touch for Hounds on that far side. Very impressive from Anthem with their defense last week. Flooding the lanes is early ball there from Ruben De Haas, the capped US Eagle with 44 internationals to his name. Each pairing will be vital with Chris Hilsenbeck. De Haas goes to the back, early clearance kick here from the Hounds. And a nice little kick to get things going.
First touch on the ball from the scrum half, Ruben De Haas, who has come into the Chicago side. He's a big name on the USA scene, but working in tandem with Hilsenbeck. That's a huge addition to this Hound side.
Seth Smith, speaking of big additions, his first look here in 2026, signed at the age of 17 for the Sabercats Academy. Played in the final last year. Here we go, off the top of the line out. Carty, early ball in midfield behind the back. Some good work early on here from Anthem. They go on the outside channels. Support arrives there from Jordan Trainer, the vice captain, and the first penalty goes to Anthem Rugby Carolina.
And you can see right off the bat of that line out from Anthem, they are looking to spread it wide, get it there early to their speedsters. It worked really well last week. When we spoke with Kuka earlier this week, he said, that's the name of the game. Forward dominance, and let's get that with going.
Yeah, Bree, you were there last week on the call. I was in the fans sinking a few cold jars. I tell you what, it was unbelievable, wasn't it?
It was unbelievable. And look, Anthem put everyone on notice. And I think we expected that. Here's just another look here off of the set piece, getting that crash ball initially from getting that ball behind the forward pod that was set up. Looking for width all day, looking to hit the danger wings as they get set here.
Seth Smith, currently enrolled at Life University. Father introduced him to the game of rugby at age 11. Here we go. Johan Momsen is in there, the captain, a mountain of a human being. Now the backs look to pile in. Straight away, Tom Pittman comes in. Julian Roberts as well. Smith has it at the back. Looking up at referee Rogan. An early chance for the home side. Smith peels around. The 20-year-old from Richmond, Texas. Peyton looking to pick up Talea Alaleo. Alex Morn is the other front row forward. Will Sherman, Record Will, who was so brilliant just 7 days ago. James Scott, he's there with a blue headgear. They pick and drive yet again to Anthem. Momsen getting very close. A strong start from this American group. Zion going is the scrum off. Just getting his forwards a few extra feet. They're a meter shy. Can someone pick and peel around? Here they ducking low, McCain Alakan. He's held up over the line.
And that's huge from Chicago. Initially looked so threatening. This is exactly what Anthem started doing last week, driving maul, got good forward momentum, and then just stayed patient within the forwards. But Chicago stood up to that first test, immense defensive stand, and we take a look here. Just, I think that is Hilsenbeck, who's able to get under, keep the hands under that ball, preventing that. Now we get a goal line dropout.
It'll still mean an attack from Anthem Rugby. As this one goes to the halfway line. Here's Luke Cardy, the fly-off. Smashing straight upfield. Some brilliant, devastating carries early on. Goes to the right-hand side. Good width. The kick over the top from Trainer. Looking to chase over the top here. This one rolls too far, though. Too early chances, but they keep Chicago on the back foot.
Dallin, I can already tell this is going to be a gritty game. Very physical. We saw a really nice collision earlier. And just that kick went a little too far, but getting different flavors from this Anthem attack already.
You love to see it. These young guns from Anthem Rugby, back in their home ground. Mentioned in 2024 and 2025, they went 0-32, but things have changed this season. 10 capped internationals with the US Eagles. Some of their players coming out of the College Rugby Association of America and other brilliant programs as well. And of course, head coach of the US Eagles, looking on every single game, and Kuka Calaveria as well, who's part of that group in the coaching group with Scott Lawrence.
And here's the interesting test, right? We haven't seen the scrum yet. We've already seen the line out. And I think going into this week, it's very much about here's the real test for Anthem. That Legion side, lots of experience, but a newly merged franchise in Chicago. They're a settled, battle-hardened outfit who know exactly what they're about, and what better way than to look at this test here.
Well, Jake Turnbull, his 97th match. He's featuring in the #1 jersey for the Chicago Hounds. Theo Faree, new to MLR, the only player new on the Chicago side, and Charlie Abel, the Charlie Horse, as he's known. His brother Robbie Abel, now assistant coach for the Seawolves. They get the first penalty at scrum time for themselves.
You can see there, Turnbull getting the better of his opposite. Chicago's got to feel really good about that one. Not that I would have an experience, Dallin, but the first scrum, the front rowers, that's always what they're salivating for, right? Who can get that first edge, because that can set the tone off in that game.
Yeah, the front rows often say salad doesn't win their matches. The big heavies up front, Jake Turnbull, certainly one of them. US Eagle number 5'6", Charlie Abel, 270 pounds. Those are players you don't want to run into on a rugby field. Brilliant sporting family. His cousin Zion Going is playing against him right now. So, Charlie Abel against some family and friends.
No. Hooker, stay on the mark, don't step towards your team.
Faree goes over the top, they're going to reset.
Let's go, quick reset, fellas, let's go. Stay on the mark, I'll move them, stay on the mark.
Theo Faree getting set for his first proper throw in his debut. 25-year-old from Rockhampton, Australia, grew up in South Africa originally. De Haas, flat ball, Hilsenbeck gets him on the run. Their captain, Lucas Rumble. And now Faree charges upfield. Short line. Rumble looking to give it out to Mac Jones. No advantage, so penalty comes back here for offside play.
The whole back line's offside. You got to wait till my arms go down.
Well, we're bringing the rugby fans closer to the broadcast this season, and there is USA Rugby. Good luck to the MLR team for week 2. You can use the hashtag MLR2026 to join the conversation on socials. We've had some great comments coming yesterday's game. Got to keep those going right here, right now. You can direct a few at Bree and myself as well. We're happy to answer anything you want. So, and this is how you can follow at USMLR across all the socials. As Chicago now have their first real chance to attack.
I don't want to hear from you.
I'm curious what they're going to do here.
To your team, don't scream out at them.
Communications and management from the referee right there.
Hey, mama.
They go for an attacking line-out at the 22.
Stay there.
Faree. Australia under 20 set-up as well. Oh, it's been pinched here from Anthem. Brilliant work. Smith throws it though. And no looker, so Cardi's got to clean things up. He's only a couple of meters from his own goal line. Desperate times here for Anthem Rugby Carolina. Their third year in Major League Rugby. Mentioned their head coach,
Step back, 5.
Kuka Cavalieri. Such a brilliant character. The players really play for him. He's had a short preseason, as of all these sides, but done well building the chemistry, and they get a relieving penalty as well, Bree.
And it started from the initial line-out. Anthem having to defend that. And of course, who's going to win that ball other than James Scott, right? The British international, we talked about how it's a revenge game for him today, facing his old teammates. He was 2025 all MLR, second 15, and just take a look there. Just read it so perfectly. Good win from the lock.
Yeah, I always love that when you're going against your old teammates or old friends. The hits are just a little bit harder. There's a lot of friendly chirps and banter as well. Scott heavily involved with that. It gives Seth Smith another chance to throw here at line-out time. Former football player and wrestler at Fulshire High School. Coach Mike Brown helped him with his line-out throwing, he said. Now peeling around the fringes. Good ball there from Tonga Wea, the veteran. 103 matches from Nola Gold, a record. Scoring 16 tries for them. Zion going. Played with Jordan Trainer at Utah before joining here at the Anthem program. He goes high. US eligible as well. To the halfway line. Webster with a lovely take. Played in the MLR final last year with the champion New England Free Jacks. Was player of the match there. As Chicago look to go in the attack, they whip it wide. This is dangerous stuff as they put the kick over the top into open spaces. Cardi comes back, and this one rolls a bit too far.
And we knew heading into this week that we would see those two different styles, or really I should say more similar styles. These two teams look very similar on paper. They just really employ the kicking game, and I loved what Anthem did there. Zion going at number 9, really employs his box kick, gets a lot of height, and they have good connected pressure. Forced Chicago to make that first kick. Initially looked pretty good, but just rolled on this very bouncy turf, and now Anthem getting the possession. I think they won that battle right there.
They really did indeed. Anthem Rugby Club formed with a groundbreaking partnership between World Rugby, USA Rugby and MLR to promote American players as we get ready for Rugby World Cup 2031. Of course, 2027 coming first in Australia, but a home Rugby World Cup so exciting. Women's World Cup then in here in 2033 as well. Anthem is all about producing Eagles.
Bind!
Going to feed here, the 24-year-old. His sister Nicolette and brother Leon and parents all played rugby. He whips it wide as, again, it's Cardi now on the loop around. Quick hands. Munihamu, haven't mentioned his name yet. Birthday last week, a couple of tries and MVP performance as well. His family were there supporting him in person in Southern California in week 1. Wrestling to the ground.
Tackle, move!
Will Sherman getting heavily involved. The UCLA product, Wreck-It Will as he's known. First receiver, Scott. Ball goes back. Bounce pass there from Connor Mooneyham. Anthem looking to tidy things up. Getting back into their shape, but they concede a penalty at the breakdown.
And that's exactly what you expect from this Hounds defense. For me, it all started from just a phase before their captain, Lucas Rumble, who came up and was able to deliver a solid hit.
I've just had a chat to you. That's enough. I don't want to hear it again.
Just pausing there for the message there.
That sort of useless stuff.
But Rumble is so good at leading those tackles, and it pushes Anthem back. And so they're losing and losing territory, and then commits the error. Oh, but a great take there from Anthem.
Yeah, Connor Mooneyham sets up on the run. We said we haven't mentioned his name. We certainly have now. Look at him, electric with ball in hand. Ball is loose, and another penalty coming to Chicago Hounds.
Number 1.
See Anthem pleading there, not liking that call.
On the 15.
Hands in the ruck, says the referee.
Chicago again looking for an attacking line out. Our fans getting heavily involved behind the scenes. Latham is there, the head coach James Dealey. Talking about Locke, James Scott, Flav, Luke Cardi face their former side, that's right. Who's going to take the win? Loving it. James Dealey's all over the socials. Certainly one of our most active sensations out there. Make sure you get your say. Use hashtag MLR2026.
Right, last time I'll tell you guys, step and stay. Don't creep. I'll get him in. You guys stay where you are. The more you creep, the more they're going to go out. Step back.
Clear instruction there from our referee, Luke Rogan. You saw Chris Latham, second season with Chicago.
No contest.
Wallaby legend with 78 caps to his name. Here they come straight away off the line out. Noah Brown, the crowbar.
No, 6 out.
USA 15's Eagle. Gave it against Spain in 2024.
Move!
Mason Flesch getting heavily involved as well. Lucas Rumble's close by. Faree throws a beautiful ball to Flesch. Busting away for the opening try. Chicago are on the board. It is windy at this venue because the Hounds are in.
It's not automatic anymore.
Chicago, first one to strike. And what else would you expect? The physicality they have overpowered in these last few minutes.
Yeah. There's no automatic 7
Let's
anymore.
take another look here. Initially, Anthem had a great stand, some good hits there. We see an example right there from the lock. But how about that support? Just able to keep the feet, and then Flesch coming in, getting the first 5 for this Hound side.
All right, thank you.
Fantastic finish from Mason Flesch. The Canadian international having his say early on this game. Headband and all, 26 years of age. He's 10th try in Major League Rugby, but a vital one to get Chicago on the board to start this new season fresh. Nearly 15 minutes gone, looking to make it 7-0. Quick turn there from Chris Hilsenbeck. And it's an excellent start under a lot of pressure initially in the first 10 minutes.
Agreed, and I think what we saw in this attacking passage here from Chicago was how important the back row is and their work rates to be able to keep the ball going. When we spoke with Kuka, one of the other things that he talked about was letting the back row win that battle and making sure that they stepped up to the challenge, because when you face the Hounds back row of Jones, Rumball, Flesch, that's immense.
That's Scott Lawrence right there with a notebook. He is an absolute workhorse. He has got a brilliant mind in that brain of his. And I tell you what, he is ready to rumble with his new wave of players coming through. He was even texting Mike Petrie as well on comms yesterday. Amazing to see every single game he consumes.
Tackle roll! No,
Project Moonshot is what it's called, the US Eagles hosting the next World Cup.
You're okay. Roll away.
Well, we know this Anthem side is the American pipeline, but you take a look at the new Hound side for this season too. Will McGee, the GM for the Hounds, has done an immense job recruiting some of the key talent, especially to replace some of the veteran guys who have since left, who have retired from professional rugby. And so for Scott Lawrence, I mean, what more could you want than a game like this?
Yeah, a lot of those big names have retired, as you mentioned. Dylan Fawcett, the Butcher, Bryce Campbell, Nate Orsberger. Paddy Ryan has left, but the new players coming in as well, very exciting. Baker, Harvey, Zabrick, Kinnevac as well for Chris Latham's side. So another attacking line out here for Theo Faree. Parents got involved in rugby, him at 5 years old in South Africa. Continued through all the different age groups and now finds himself playing professional rugby here in the United States. Here in midfield, Ollie Devoto, 2 caps for England. His experience vital in this setup. Faree again to the ground. An aggressive front row forward. Here's Jake Turnbull. Still runs like an old air conditioning unit. Beautiful offload and then left behind there by Abel, so it's picked up. Tonga, hair flowing in the wind. That's Moni Tonga, USA Eagle, 9 caps. Most of you time you've played international rugby for Tonga.
That's over the 5 seconds. When I asked you to use it, will you go back to the knock-on?
But the first knock came in.
I said use it real early. When it was available, I said use it. Go back to the scrum.
There are clear communications from the referee there, taking too long to get that ball out of the ruck. Hounds were knocking on the door yet again in their attacking 22, but Anthem did well to survive that one. Took advantage of the error. And now we got a midfield scrum.
7-0 the score. Mason Flesch, the try scorer for Chicago. Had a good chat as well to Will McGee, the general manager for the Chicago Hounds. He says the highest number of returning players in the league belong to Chicago. It's that great culture they've built in the Windy City. Pre-season, they had a fantastic run against Lindenwood University under Josh Macy as well. All 33 players getting heavily involved. Anthem, penalty at scrum time. They'll be very happy with that. Talea Laleo, Smith and Morn get up.
Well, it's going to be back and forth the entire match, Dallin. That's 1 scrum penalty apiece now for these 2 sides. And Anthem can take a little bit of a bigger breath as they look to get some more territory and reset for the next line out.
Keep going, boys. Keep going. Green, step. Step to
The
your right,
Anthem, of
Green.
course, will be hosting Charlotte, North Carolina here. USA against Zimbabwe, July 11th. Carrying North Carolina,
there,
they'll
Green.
take on Spain, the US Eagles.
Stay
Before
there.
that, Portugal, that'll be in Denver, Colorado. So 3 brilliant tests coming up in July. That's the World Rugby Nations Cup. A lot of these players will feature there. Hand comes in, but knocked down towards the Anthem side.
Playing advantage.
Advantage from referee Rogan.
Use it!
Going, told to use it this time. He won't take as much time as before. Johan Momsen
Move, 3!
out of Paul, Jim in South Africa. Produced
Use
Springboks,
it!
Skalkberger, Jean de Villiers and Andre Pollard. He was in that last Rugby World
Advantage
Cup
over.
winning team for South Africa. High ball up. Look to be knocked on, and they'll be called back. Here will be Mark O'Keefe. He's such an impressive player. I'd love to see him with a bit more space.
Oh, he's so electric, and he really just injects that pace and physicality on the wing, and just pleading from the referee there, but not going to get that one.
Time for hydration break. It is Chicago that leads 7-0 against Anthem here from American Legion Memorial Stadium in North Carolina. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
We wanted to put out a performance that our fans, family and our supporters could be really proud of.
Unscripted. Unfiltered. Unapologetic. United. Major League Rugby.
This is the MLR fan cam live here in North Carolina, and the Reaper is out. That is unbelievable. The shoes match the mask. That is such a get-up.
I mean, that's the image that Chicago's not going to want in their dreams tonight, Dallin.
I tell you what, I don't know if I can go to bed. Exactly. Oh, the fans are enjoying it, sinking a few cold ones.
Let's go, fellas, let's go.
Beautiful day for rugby. Just love the color, love the atmosphere. I also just love how the broadcast is bringing everybody closer to the action. It is brilliant to witness.
Time back on.
Take a look now at this next scrum. 1v1 scrum penalty. What's going to happen in this one?
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Anthem won the last penalty at scrum time. Kuka Cavallari, Brendan O'Meara, Johannes Gericke, the
Stay
coaching
down,
crew.
7.
Picked up at the back. Here we go. Alakan. Beautiful tap from the 24-year-old. Sherman comes in. Sherman Tank puts his leg out. Is going again, goes to the air. The chasers are there, working really hard. Almost taken there by Webster. It's loose for he throws one over the top for the Hounds. There's O'Keefe, bounces one to the ground. Lovely offload. He finds a bit of space. Casares now, US international with 3 caps. An MBA from Thomas More University.
Take him back. Hold in front.
Got
Stop.
the brains as well.
Stop. Stop.
Kick downfield, just down the middle though. So a chance here for Cardi to counterattack. Play with the Guiltinis, the Hounds, and Nola Gold before this. Beautiful kick through, it's been missed. So looking to scoop it up here, Noah Brown, and there's a little hit off the ball as well. So maybe colliding in front of possession. Webster's pinged.
Don't grab him in.
Obstruction call there.
Don't do that either.
And then we saw a little bit of retaliation, grabbing across the collar. A little warning from the referee there. But Anthem, again, pushing the pressure through their kicking game. And now they're going to set up for this line out right outside the 5. Can we expect what's going to happen? But look, take a look right here. This kick, he was trying to get it in between the first and second line of defense. A few bounces went his way. And then Brock Webster just in the way. So anything you can do to keep pushing down there and marching down and getting territory.
Laser focused is Luke Cardi. Seth Smith.
2. Step back, Green. Yeah, but you got to be 2 meters.
His debut for Anthem this season. Formerly with the Houston Sabercats. The crowd come alive. The small to the ground. Now it's picked up and rumbling through. They're over. Anthem steam in for their first try. It's Seth Smith, the young gun. He is champagne.
Seth Smith, first game with Anthem. How about a first try to add to that? This driving maul from Anthem is so dangerous. Look, they throw as many bodies as they can. Take a look at all the bodies there. You see the backs coming in there. We saw this last week. The centers there pushing and adding to the engine. Chicago responds just a little bit too late. All of the bodies had really fallen over at that point, but Smith did a really good job of peeling away just in time. Gets it down for Anthem.
Delight for the home side. Seth Smith, he trained with the US Eagles earlier this year. Well on the radar. We mentioned his age, 20 years young, out of Richmond, Texas. His 8th total try in Major League Rugby, first for the side from Anthem. Important sideline conversion here from Luke Cardi. 27 caps for the US Eagles. And just to the side, 7-5, 22 minutes gone in this clash.
Well, you talked about all the accolades.
Oh, Will Hooley, what you got? Great on comms for Bree. Can you guys not break up? Yes, Sunday Night Studio, that's right. We did get a little sneaky photo. We told Will we're keeping his studio warm for him.
Well, Will, we left you a little surprise in there, so you can find that one next week. Seth Smith, though, let's go back to him. Youngest player to get an MLR Pro contract, and I mean the development that he's had in just the last few years immense for American rugby.
Amazing. Played in the MLR final last year, went down to the New England Free Jacks, but this ball comes the way of the Chicago Hounds. One try ready for them. Tomas Casares, he has a crack, turns 27 next week on April 11th. Hilson Beckett's first receiver. Oh, it's a beautiful short ball, space to operate. Here we go, Lopetti. Peter Lopetti beats the last defender. Lopetti scores for Chicago. He's bold, he's brave, and he's beautiful.
Chicago strike back immediately, just marching down. It was from the initial kickoff that they won that ball, but how about a signing in the offseason? Lopetti, huge for them, but just take a look at the top of your screen, left-hand corner. Usually this defense is so connected, but they spotted the gap really nicely. A shooter from Anthem is what opened up that gap for Lopetti, is able to bisect it and then take it home for his first try in a Hounds jersey.
What a player. Peter Lopetti, debut for Chicago. He coaches the East Side Lions boys under 16 in the Mercer Island Boys and Girls Club as well when he was in Seattle. You know they're cheering at the screen right now. A second try for Chicago. And the space just opened up beautifully. 12-5. Nearly 25 minutes gone. Chris Hilsenbeck, 22 caps for Germany, and then years later, played now for the United States on 5 different occasions. The crowd cheers on as it goes to the side. 12-5 after 25.
Yeah, we talked about it in the open. 7 of the 15 starters for Chicago all debuting today, but they all had extensive MLR experience. This guy is one of them. And so just to be able to bring the stalwarts and increase the parity in this league, that's why you've got such a competitive match right here.
Yeah, Lopetti was the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in Major League Rugby. Apparently he's often mistaken for actor Michael B. Jordan. Well, yeah. I can believe that. The Chicago Hounds receive this kickoff.
Use it.
Ruben De Haas. Playing the Rugby World Cup 2019.
Here we go.
Formerly with the Free State Cheetahs of South Africa and Nola Gold. Anthem go high, or it's off the chest, it's play on. Devoto is there for Chicago. Momentum stays with the visiting side. Lopetti goes high over the top. Here's Brock Webster now. The Canadian international 15s and 7s. O'Keefe chases on. Ball sits up for Trainer. Beautiful work here from the fullback. Beats 2 or 3, still going. Jordan Trainer. Skips out of a couple. Support arrives. Will Leonard is there. Now the forwards flying to this one. Talao Leo provides his weight.
Use it.
Going told to use it. Again, he goes high, a little bit deeper this time. Beautiful take from Chicago. And the Hounds, another breakdown penalty.
On the wrong side, out. Roll out to the sides, don't get up and move through it.
That was unlucky for Alicon. I thought that was a really nice chase from Anthem. They're so connected. They know exactly when Going is going to go for that kick. But Rumble getting up gingerly. Hope he's all right. But take a look here.
Time off.
And excuse me, that was not Alicon. That was, in fact, Momsen, of course, the captain. But Trainer just making no mistake on this take.
It's hard with the wind and all the
Able to just get the edge there and then finally take him down. But that's when Going immediately sets up for the box kick, just putting the pressure on. The wings are all flat. They know that they're going for that chase.
We had a good hit.
Really like the kicking that I'm seeing.
Yep.
Yeah, Chicago just get some attention there to Chris Hilsenbeck. But one great thing I spoke to Will McGee again about the coaching roadshow. Each week of their home game, Chicago are going to go to a separate location, bringing clubs from around the area, introduce the game to the young generation. 400 kids have already signed up.
Just did.
I mean, that's immense talent. That is just growing the sport in the Chicago area. And on top of that, too, you talk about the players on the Hound side, maybe seeing on the bench right now. They're coming up through the immense development program that the Hounds have. They're one of the few in the league who really have this, mature program that it's developed. And so you have these guys coming in. Take a look now with Flesh, scoring that first try for the Hounds. And of course, he's one of the most experienced guys. And then you have Lopetti here. But to have leaders like that who can help develop the younger guys who have come up through the Chicago Lions, other squads in the area, I mean, that's how they grow, and that's how they grow quickly.
Fan cam is still on display. Here we go, deep into the crowd here. Fantastic to see everybody dressed up. Now, that is, I don't know what team they're supporting, because we don't have any blue there. Maybe Chicago. As the kick goes from the penalty, it's not out. We play on here with Cardi. The trusty boot of his goes booming downfield. Looking to find a proper touch. But that's key, though, Breeze, balancing the experienced players with the younger players coming through, as you said.
Yeah, I mean, once we hit the 50th, 60th minute, too, to see the finishers come on and have such an impact for Anthem, I mean, to have guys like Sam Galla coming off the bench, that was huge to finish out the last 20 minutes. So it's going to be the full 80-minute affair, of course. Yeah,
Coach Cavallari was very happy with 6 of his forwards who came on and did the damage in the final 30 minutes. Under pressure is Ruben de Haas, but he's got a couple of beautiful side steps. Smith brings him to the ground. Rumble. Captain goes to left-hand side. He was the forward of the year in 2025 for Chicago.
Use it!
Helped here by Mason Flesh, the 2 Canadian internationals. Lucas Rumble, 65 test matches for his country. What experience he brings. Beautiful hands yet again. Looking to attack. Of some excellent wide possession here. Lopetti goes wide. Webster just behind. O'Keefe looking to clean things up, but flying into this is Anthem. And the crowd applaud that effort.
Right in front of the home bench, too. Getting the energy up and going, and it's just swallowing defense right now that we're seeing from Anthem. They don't care if the Hounds are going to get it wide, right? They trust each other on their insides, know that they can push out and make sure that they are coming up and hard. It's really been back and forth here.
So on the bench there as well, Malachi Esdale, the Olympian, played in Paris 2024 for the United States. He'll be providing firepower coming off the bench as well.
It was just before it was thrown. We need it quicker than that, though. Okay.
Took too long.
We have a team challenge from Chicago. The players under
review. So a challenge here, Bree.
A challenge.
Referee review system new in 2026. Worked really well on a game last night as well. And I know you've seen this one before, so let's see what this one's all about.
Okay, so we're having a look at potential high tackle at 27-40.
Foul play seems to be called.
Okay, that's a picture. That's a photo. That's a 27-40, correct? The ball's out. At that point. Let's go. Yep. Play it from there for me, Kiwi. Have you got any other angle? That's an angle of the bench. $27.18 now, Kiwi. We just need to be better with that timing. So we're talking about the tackle on 13, are we? Yeah. So go back there, Kiwi, for me, please. Sorry, it might be the tackle on the 15, right? This one here. Just play from there, Kiwi, just in slow, no.
Green button.
So it's this one here from 15, by the looks of it. Just slow that down for me, Kiwi. I'm.
Jordan Trainer, the one in picture.
Have we got any other angles there, Kiwi?
So this is our contact point we're looking for.
Best.
Mate, I can't see that at all.
Okay,
just play it from this one,
Let's watch this
Kiwi.
angle one more time.
No, keep going, Kiwi. It's after this. Forward, mate.
Forward.
Just play it forward. Okay, that one's
This tackle's
fine.
fine.
That one's completely fine. So we're talking on tackle on 14 here. Okay.
So that is Jordan Trainer again, and perhaps made contact with the head.
Okay, keep going, mate. Keep going. It looks like there's a little bit of head contact there, but all of it's through the chest, and I can't really see convincingly if there's head contact.
From these angles, I don't see any clear foul play.
I can't see any clear foul play there, fellas. Do you see anything? Can you see anything?
I don't see any
can't
foul
see
play.
any clear foul play there. Kiwi, if you haven't got any other angle. Okay, yeah, I'm not seeing any clear foul play, so we're going to go back to the line out. So I have a decision. After the review, there is no clear foul play. We will play the line out.
All right, well, there we heard it there. We can bring in our referee extraordinaire, Scott Green. He's joining our broadcast yet again. Scotty, listen, we love the video review system. For the audience that doesn't know what it is, can you give us a brief summary?
Yeah, hey Dylan, how you doing, mate? This new system that they're trialing this year, the referee review system, basically puts the power back in the hands of the referee to be the main decision maker. So instead of shipping it off up to the TMO and then the TMO is left to make the decision, this way the referee's being empowered to make the decision.
Beautiful. Thanks, Scotty. Great to have you on, my friend, as always. Like I said, you must have done a really good job in yesterday's game because you called back. So well done there as Chicago go back on the attack. Faree in possession. DeHaas goes to the left-hand side. It's Turnbull again. The business development manager for Tuga Pastries out of Australia. He's certainly eaten a couple in his time as well, so they lost some dollars, they said. That's why he's back in pro rugby. Casares. He attacks. Does the man from Buenos Aires, Argentina. Hilsenberg bobbles this one, but keeps it alive. 12-5 Chicago lead here, approaching the half-an-hour mark. Here's Turnbull for his second carry. His wife Tegan and 6-month-old daughter Scarlett watching this broadcast, throwing it back on the inside to the try scorer. Mason Flesh this time has been had. Long passage of play here for Chicago. Bounce ball. Anthem looking to fly up here and cause disruption, and they do that. Excellent work.
Falling. Lost forward.
Just the frustration you can see from Rumble right there on the ground.
Time off. Johan, number 8, come out here, please. Back you go. Give me some space. Okay, so this is the second time now I've had to talk to this player about mouthing off towards the opposition players. Okay, I'm happy for him to cheer your side, not a problem. Okay. Individually, I've heard a number of times this player having cracks at their players. Enough's enough. Next time I hear this player do that, he'll sit on the sideline. Clear?
Sorry, sir. Sorry.
Scrum, cross forward.
Well, you heard it there. A very strongly worded warning towards Makeen Alakan. Just trying to get into the heads of
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
his opposition from play to play. But look, Anthem has the ball now. Chicago, I thought, did really well at first to get the go forward. I noticed that Anthem defense, they were coming up on the outside, but not necessarily on the inside. And so Chicago just kept going back against the grain, back inside on a carry. They eventually go out wide on that last one, and that one didn't really reap any benefits. So here we go, Anthem ball.
Set!
Touching on Luke Rogan, he gave out 26 yellow cards and 3 red cards in 2025, so Alakan better be careful with his mouth. Ball at the back for Alakan now, changes direction. Lucati whips it wide, beautiful pass in the outside center channels.
Play out of the hand, play on. Back out of there.
Little chip through from Jordan Trainer. Scooped up brilliantly and sliding on the ground is Webster.
Away now, Blue.
Excellent work from the number 15. Chicago now looking to get out of their danger zone. DeHaas finds Cardi well positioned. He wants to put a bum up himself. The chase is there, but it's not the deepest kick at all. Some people just lurking in okay positions in the end. Here's Charlie Horse, Charlie Abel dropping one to the ground. The big frame from Canberra, Australia.
You're okay. He's got to roll.
Penalty for the visiting side.
You got to roll. He's only on it because you're there.
Clear communications from him. And just not a well-executed kick from Anthem that time. And a good take from Chicago to keep that ball in hand and eventually draw the penalty. Anthem trying to get something out of these breakdowns, trying to rob the ball from Chicago, but the Hounds are doing a really good job of sealing the ball off, protecting it, and so it's causing discipline issues for Anthem.
The Hounds put themselves in a great position here. Fourth year in Major League Rugby, the side of Illinois. Chris Latham, Todd Dammers, Noel Reed, and Matt Wagner, as we mentioned, the coaching crew. For Reed, Central Queensland University. Slip through the hands. Cardi has this one for Anthem Rugby. So set piece not going to plan for Chicago, but the ball's loose.
It's not. It was the tackle. It's being ripped out. It's lost forward now. You ripped it out. Oh.
We want it. We want it. Let's go, baby.
Johan.
Let's just see some errors back and forth.
It's too tight.
First off of the line out, and then you see Moss on the ground just pleading for the earlier call. But I think this is what you expect to see. It's not going to be a clean game right from the get-go. Chicago first hit out. Of course, we know that they're already a championship team from the start, given how they finished last year. But just those miscues here as we get ready for the scrum.
They'll be hosting the final this year as well. The second time they've done that. Did it in 2023, but they want to be in that final. That's what everybody's working towards in Chicago.
Let's go. Quick reset, please.
Yes, boys. Yes, boys. Yes, mommy. Got him.
Let's go. Quick reset.
We're going to stay down. He's got blood in it so much he's been on the tube.
Scrum resets. I mentioned it's a very short season as well. 10 different rounds, 5 home games, 5 away games. Don't forget Chicago, of course, they're playing one of their games away in Nashville. That's going to be brilliant.
Oh, it's going to be Music Festival, Music City.
Crouch.
We'll get to your favorite go-to song in a moment, karaoke song, Bree Kim, as Anthem look to clear their lines here. 6.5 to go to halftime. They're watching week 2 of Major League Rugby with advantage for the home side. Cardi looking to go wide. Here's Trainer now. Mooneyhammer's with him. Difficult ball to handle. We'll come back to the original infraction.
And why not free play? Why not try to go the width? But it is going to go all the way back to collapsing the scrum. Chicago trying to rectify their wrongs, but Anthem so far proving to be the more consistent side right now. Kuka's platform is all about the set piece. We talked about this, right? Through the forward pack, make sure that you can be consistent in the scrums, can execute on the lineouts, and then you can test the edge defense from there. And it's been an arm wrestle so far, so there's still plenty to build on. I think getting to that second, third tier of priorities that Kuka was talking about earlier this week, they still got to work on that, and I'm sure those will be the messages at halftime coming up in just a few minutes here. But right now, Anthem losing that one now.
Let's with a beautiful pinch here. And here's Matt Jones, 50th Chicago cap. We mentioned the first player in Chicago history to do it. Chris Latham, head coach, says he typifies what it means to be a Chicago Hound. He's a remarkable asset for the side. Here's Casares now, spinning out of one. Rumble with a clear out. Devoto drops one. Good carry from the inside center. 11 seasons in Premiership Rugby, over 200 games. He brings that experience to Chicago. Hilsenbeck, lovely offload, Flash is there. The Hounds keep rumbling upfield. Webster floats on over the top, little kick through. O'Keefe chases. almost keeps it in the field of play. He is electric.
Is that being touched, Robin? Or are we live?
Oh, he didn't have much width to play with, O'Keefe, and I thought he might have gotten it for a second.
2-2.
But it was really a beautifully precise pass from Webster to unlock O'Keefe on the wing.
Time off.
Haven't really seen the backs play with that much ball, but Devoto so far, we mentioned him because he had a really nice carry earlier. He's been instrumental so far.
Yeah, that's true. And then, of course, Lopetti, you know, not a lot of touches when he did, busting through, scoring tries. We just get some attention here to one of the front row forwards. Alex Morn joins Anthem from LA. Played with Rugby ATL Nola Gold as well. Apparently loves smoking ribs on the grill. Well, I hope his rib is okay on that occasion.
Wasn't that some dad advice to
Mate,
Will?
That's right, it was.
He pushed forward.
Food comes
your head and
first,
shoulder went
always.
Way below your hips. You have to stay up. Let's go.
Jack Turnbull getting instruction there from Luke Rogan.
Stay there. Nathan, step.
Turnbull, 97
Time back
games in
on.
Major League Rugby, 9th
Stay
season.
there for me too. Stay
With
there.
Seattle, Austin, Houston, Old Glory, Glendale, and Anthem. He's played for almost everybody out there. More clubs than Elton John. As De Haas goes to Flesh. Mason Flesh carries hard again. Chicago, peel around the fringes.
Move for.
Turnbull and Abel working in tandem. Rumble there as well.
Good attempt. Well done. Well
2
done.
tries so far. They lead 12-5.
Move, Blue.
We're approaching half-time. Chicago
Use
would
it.
love to score one more. Turnbull, the 32, Sydney, Australia. Getting very close to the line. Again, a pick and drive. Is that down? We are not sure.
Time off. I'm going to have a look, fellas.
Have a look.
Yes, boys. One hand doesn't cover the ball, boys. Well done.
Want to have a look for potential grounding.
I think I saw it there, Dallin, but of course, we'll take another look here. This might be a tough angle. But you talk about the Chicago forwards just being so
We've lost the
dominant
feed.
and physical, winning the point of collision.
Okay, we've lost the feed. So
Better
let's-
angle.
Yeah, ball's on the
Be
ground.
there,
Yeah,
but
I think
still, ooh, I don't know, that's still
just
tough.
If we can roll that back, we've lost our feed. So if we can roll that back, that's playing on the screen now. This one will show us.
Really
here too.
tight to see. This is not the angle. It will be the other side.
No, there's a
Mason
body.
Flesh in picture.
We're looking at higher, tight angle. This is the one.
46 MLR caps. Has he got a double?
Sorry, this is a low angle. Yeah,
I mean,
ball's
really
on
the
ground.
question is
Yeah.
Mon's arm underneath all of that, in between the ball and the ground? And this angle is a better picture, but still incomplete.
Well, Vaughan's probably going for his ribs after smoking a few earlier in the week. Try awarded. Mason Flesh has his second score. And Chicago pull out 3 tries in the first half.
Well, it's all about the Chicago identity. It's the physicality, it's the directness, and it's the effort. Look, they're a pretty straightforward attack, but they're so uncompromising. The forwards just ground it out there. It's really the Chicago way there.
19-5 the score. You mentioned the Chicago way. That's their motto this season from Chris Latham. Doing the hard yards and getting it done. Mason Flesh, what a standout he's been. Out of St. Mary's Secondary School. Played for Pacific Pride in Canada as well, and 20 appearances for his country. His name may be coming off the back of his jersey, but we won't forget it.
We sure won't. And look, Chicago knows exactly how Anthem's going to play. Their defense is going to come up and they're going to come in. So why not keep the ball in the forwards, maybe longer than normal, but it forces Anthem to have to react to that. And in that last scoring phase, they weren't able to respond.
100% right. Devoto with a good take here.
Step back.
Ruben De Haas. Grew up in Argoswell playing rugby for the Little Rock
You're
Stormers.
inside, yep, inside.
Forwards there
Use
with
it.
Fareed. Had a good start so far with his MLR debut. As the scrum off
They've had a
kicks
ruck, so they
towards
can't.
the touchline.
You're right, you're good.
Chance here for Anthem to get on the board. Seth Smith in picture was the lone try scorer.
Stay there for me, Chuck. Stay there, stay there.
Shortened line out. Good pod, going now. Gets him on the front foot. Cardi in midfield. That's good quick hands. The ball's been lost though. Anthem come unstuck in midfield.
Thank you.
You just feel the tide starting to turn. I mean, Chicago, of course, extended the lead with that last score. But I think up until that moment, it really felt like it was pretty even.
He's got to be stronger though. Can we just watch both? If he keeps his head and shoulders above his hips, yes. As soon as he drops, that's where the penalty's going to come.
Go, horse.
A good little shot of go horse. That's Charlie Abel. Teammates urging him on. Front row forward. His three kids are watching. His son, Hikaru, his daughters, Reikura and Kaimani as well, tuning in. Make sure you shoot us a message on socials. Join the conversation. Hashtag MLR 2026. Brilliant to be here with you. So close out the first half in week 2. Chicago look to Hilsenbeck behind the back pass. Beautiful skill sets. Brock Webster throws a dummy. O'Keefe is with him.
Play still, got back up, play on.
Able to leave the ball and then get on his feet and play again. Flat hands. Casares again. Tall timber wearing number 4. Another solid contact hit there on Theo Farid. Looking to change direction. Oh, the Hounds. Nice dummy there from Nathan Denhout. He's known as the Moose. Joins from Houston. Penalty for Anthem. All over it is Alex Maughan, the rib tickler.
Oh, that was such a fantastic win by Maughan. You know, initially I thought that maybe the Hounds were going to keep going with this momentum. But Maughan just quick and knew exactly where that next phase was going to be. Great IQ from him.
Half-time, fellas.
And they kick it out to half-time. 3 tries to 1. It is Chicago that lead here in the Tar Heel State after 40 minutes by 19 points to 5 in week 2 of Major League Rugby 2026.
Okay.
Time for us to take a short break, and we'll return with our halftime show from American Legion Memorial Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's Chicago, the Hounds, up 19-5 against Anthem. Stay with us. We'll be back with our halftime show.
He did, but he pulled back when he went forward.
We wanted to put out a performance that our fans, family and our supporters could be really proud of.
Unscripted, unfiltered, unapologetic, united. Major League Rugby.
Welcome back here to this beautiful venue in Charlotte, North Carolina. And the home side trails 19-5 against Chicago. But plenty of big moments in the opening 40 minutes, Bree.
Yeah, I mean, we knew that Anthem was going to start off, pick right back up from where they left off, really. But we knew Chicago was going to be gritty right from the start and that they would stand up to the test, and they sure have, and the momentum has really swung back in their favor going into the shed. So I think messages will be really interesting at halftime. We'll see how they quickly respond, but so far it's all Chicago.
Let's take a look at next week's fixtures. New England taking on DC. That is going to be a thriller at Fort Quincy, and then Anthem will take on Seattle. That's another home game. Chicago against California Legion. That one for Sunday Night Rugby. Bree will be on the show for that on ESPN2. That one is going to be brilliant as well.
Yeah, and look, I've gotten a little lucky in these first couple of weeks. Saw Anthem and California play last week, and then now, of course, calling Anthem Chicago. So next week is going to be the other third in that triangle. We'll see how that matchup throws down.
All right, time for another short break. We'll come back with more here from this American Legion Stadium. It is 19-5. Chicago lead Anthem here in week 2 of Major League Rugby. We'll be right back.
We wanted to put out a performance that our fans, family, and our supporters could be really proud of.
Unscripted, unfiltered, unapologetic, united. Major League Rugby.
Welcome back to Super Saturday at American Legion Stadium. And it is Chicago that lead 19-5 against Anthem. 3 tries to 1. Oh, and the Grim Reaper, the Carolina Reaper is there. I am frightened just looking at that. But some big action in the first 40 minutes.
Yeah, and look, Chicago doesn't seem to be too scared by this guy. You take a look at the first half, and for me, this was really the moment when the tide started to turn. The forwards just absolutely dominating the point of contact, winning the collision, just getting inch by inch, meter by meter, and getting those meters to eventually get this one down over the try line. This one had to be reviewed, but it is just pistons for Chicago. They are just the engine room right now that is really humming. That's 3 tries to 1, Chicago with the edge.
Time for another short break. We'll come back with analysis and our second half here Seth Smith, can he get his side back on the road? They trail 19-5 against Chicago. We'll be back with more after this.
We wanted to put out a performance that our fans, family and our supporters could be really proud of.
Unscripted, unfiltered, unapologetic, united. Major League Rugby.
Later tonight, we go to sunny Southern California for an epic contest between the California Legion and the New England Free Jacks, the three-time champions, and they're playing for something new that's on the line. The Old Maid Cup. Whoever wins that game, well, the New England Free Jacks has it, so it has to be taken away from them in this game potentially. Otherwise, they continue to ride as the season goes. What a game that is, and what a place to live. Lucky to call that home myself.
Just gonna say, you were looking at the screen quite longingly, Dallin. I understand why.
Well, here we are back at this brilliant stadium, and oh, what the heck's that? My wife Verity thanks MLR for getting me out of the house. That is true. She said, listen, it's really good that you're able to get a few hours out of the office, because I do talk a lot at home. I will say that. Luckily, I get paid for it here.
You know, it's kind of weird. I am so shocked by that, but I really appreciate you spelling that out for me. Verity, you're welcome.
Band's loving it here. It is 19-5, Chicago lead. Anthem second half coming up soon in just a few moments. We mentioned the three tries. Mason Flesch has a double. Peter Lopetti on the scoreboard. Seth Smith scoring for Anthem Rugby Carolina. Scott Lawrence, the US Eagle head coach, in the house as well. And here we go. This is their version of Broccoli Guy. Just no broccoli in hands. Just wavy guy. Ready to go for the second half. Of course, make sure you join the conversation on socials. Hashtag MLR 2026. That's who you get on the broadcast. There's the two-try hero, Mason Flesch. What a game he's had so far, Brie.
Yeah, look, he is just immense from the back row. We knew that we were going to be getting that today from him, from Rumble, from Jones. And I think we also need to talk about McLean Jones. We know this is his 50th cap, but even more importantly, when we talked with Coach Latham earlier in the week, he said we actually took a moment as a team to talk about that, because it's so important, first in franchise history, for someone to hit that cap. And so for every single guy, not just McLean, it's getting that win for him because it's so important for him, for his family, and for the franchise.
Tremendous scenes. History made today. Our Eastern Showcase continues in a state that brought us the first ever flight by the Wright brothers. Hilsenbeck goes deep. Anthem on the left of your screen. A brilliant win last week, 39-26. They scored 6 tries against the California Legion, picking up their first ever franchise victory. They trail so far right now, but 40 minutes to go. As Iron goes to the air again. Cuca Calveri is the head coach. Taken by Brock Webster for Chicago Hounds. Chris Latham, the other head coach. Hands here in midfield for Chicago. Here's the crowbar. Noah Brown. Physical customer. DeHaas goes around the fringes. Devoto goes out.
He'll be wanting that one back. That should have taken that back inside just a second earlier. But I will say, we saw Brock Webster go up for the aerial to get that big kick. And I think we have not seen as much of him so far because the forwards have been so controlling. But when he goes up for that ball and as soon as he lands, boy, he's an injection of just absolute pace.
Yeah. Normally I would agree with you. Yeah.
So more attention this time. It is Noah Brown. Mentioned the crowbar, USA Eagle 15s player, also in the Sevens World Series. Lists David Fee as his mentor. Also upcycles clothes in his spare time as well. Here's a look at what happened.
Yeah, and Webster just going up for that and did well to collect the ball for his squad, but just, you know, we saw the winger there. Also good to mention Peyton Wall, who has also been immense. Young talent, but just not fit for today. We hope that this is just some sort of niggle that he can work through. Otherwise, it's, you know, looking at already a little bit of a depleted back line for Chicago.
That's right, yeah. He was the 2024 Rookie of the Year finalist, was Noah Brown. So super sub coming in right here for Chicago Hounds. And that is Michael Baska, 6 caps for the US Eagles, 31 years of age, 8th season in Major League Rugby. Wearing the headgear right now.
And this guy is one of the most experienced utility backs. And, you know, he's come on, looks like on the wing for Brown, but to have also the distributor on the wing as well. We saw that a little bit with Seattle, too. It's really just that flexibility and that versatility there.
And our first look at Ramiro Gurovic, the Argentine player, first MLR season. Scored a debut last week. He's wearing 16 for Anthem. Gets the rolling ball going. As Going moves it to the left-hand side, some nice little fancy footwork and stepping and driving upfield. That's a good carry there from Tom Pittman. Haven't seen much of him. USA qualified through his grandfather. Turns 27 next week. Kick over the top to Chaser there. What a jump that is from Mooneyham. But it stays for Chicago Hounds. Webster going up against Connor Mooneyham.
Knock-on advantage.
Just a knock-on advantage, says our referee.
It's your own man.
That's Luke Rogan in the middle.
Yeah, you're fine. It's your own man that's trapping the ball in. We'll go back to the lost forward.
We saw Webster didn't take that one cleanly, but he had good body positioning, so the ball just went backwards. So we'll go back to that initially. And I think what I'm seeing right now is Anthem, they've employed a couple of big kicks. We're seeing this one here. That's a good challenge between Mooneyham and Webster, but Webster winning that battle. And Chicago is now responding to that. Earlier, they were getting troubled by these Anthem kicks, but now they're actually winning that battle back in the air, retaining possession, and so Anthem is just left looking for some other way to turn over that ball.
Yeah, brilliant aerial battle indeed. Brock Webster so safe under the high ball. Working to be a firefighter in the near future, he says, the 25-year-old. I saw him in Cape Town, South Africa as well. He played in the Sevens World Cup for Canada. And with many talents at the back here for Rumble. He moves it to the right, little dummy there from Devoto. DeHaas, quick to arrive. Working his forwards. Theo Farid carries hard again. Coach Rugby at Brisbane Grammar and Rockhampton and Brisbane Boys College as well. Great mentor for young kids coming through to the game. Again, it's Ruben DeHaas that goes to the air. Basker comes down on this one too. The ball just drifts a little bit back and been knocked on and through the legs and bounced, and the referee's fallen over. It's all happening here. Clip that one up. I want to see that again. It's absolute pandemonium here.
Thank you. And there's an accidental offside.
He's not going to want to see that one.
No, definitely not. I do.
The ball doesn't have to go 10.
Well, we'll see what we can do, but
they're all onside.
it was
So
the
therefore
box
they're fine.
kick initially that just went a little too short. Oh, there they go. Look at our production crew,
Cross forward.
just so fast, Dallin. For you, getting that one back. Who needs to look at the kick when you can see the referee on the ground?
Well, Luke Rogan takes a tumble. We have Scott Green, in fact, on the broadcast as well. I'm sure he's taken a few tumbles. Scott, if you're there, my friend, have you had any tumbles or any players run into you over the years?
There are 15 seasons of refereeing, was never knocked over.
Crouch.
Dallin. I knocked over a few players myself, though, being a larger gentleman.
Well, Derek Summers is infamous because he got folded like a lawn chair one game. I'll never forget that. Atamalifa ran back at him. But Scott Green, you built differently. You've been in the gym, though. That's the difference.
We haven't had this issue until you've come on, so let's go. Come on.
No comment from Scott Green. So just giving him the compliments as I build him up after shredding him last night.
Well, there you go. I mean, he built himself up first, rightfully so, and then you built on top of that. So I don't think there's anything more that he's got to do.
If he bores in on an angle, it's different, but I'm not
Luke's
going to
not
tell
gonna
him
be
to
too happy
square
after
up
this
when you
match.
find him.
Luke Rogan, one of the great characters in the game. I mentioned he took part of the final last year. Took 14 MLR fixtures in 2025. Also the under 26 nations as well. Such a vital part of our beautiful game.
Set.
5 minutes gone in the second half. Penalty at scrum time for Anthem Rugby. The big heavy's delighted with that.
Yeah, and you can see Turnbull there just standing there kind of staring at the ref, waiting for his response. And looks like it was straight up. If you take a look at that, I mean,
I'm not going to have multiple people come up at me.
you could see that Anthem applied the pressure in the front row. Chicago not able to withstand that, and bodies go straight up. That's another scrum penalty for Anthem. That's exactly what they needed. And now right outside the 22, I'm thinking they've got to convert here if they want to get back into this game.
Yeah, they got 2 more home games coming up. April 12th against the Seawolves and Old Glory DCU on April 18th. So a string of home matches for this side to look to build more momentum in the early part of the season. Gudovic helps with the charity, looking after young kids. Brilliant to see his work off the field as well, as he has it at the back with the red headgear for Anthem Rugby Carolina. Just their 3rd year in Major League Rugby. Going, rips it away. Carrying well in midfield. Support arrives, 2 from Will Leonard. Changing back to the forwards. Tongawiya drops one cold to the ground. Credits his father for helping him through the game, and Ryan Burke from the Oakland Warthogs Rugby Club as well, as he's one of his mentors. Going again to the left-hand side. Here's Moni Tongawiya. Carries well, does a 31-year-old out of Oakland, California. Wide ball here for Anthem, looking dangerous with ball in hand. That's quick possession to speak of. Cardi looking to go wide. Some fancy footwork out wide. Julian Roberts is there. Here's Will Sherman. USA under 23 and UCLA Bruin Player of the Year in 2025.
Well done, 4.
Oh, Alex Maughan. He's hit hard. His kids, Millie and Maverick, watching back home. Carty diving on this one, but it's all a bit messy in the end.
Chicago stayed so disciplined in that defensive stand, and we'll get another look here. Just that shot, boom! Big one there, and that, I mean, is just the icing on the cake. Here's another look. Goodbye, Mon. Sorry about that one, buddy. But the Hounds, oh, fury, I mean, talk about that, right? To get the boys going. But it all started, really, for me, Dallin, from the recognition at each breakdown before that. Typically, you see a lot of bodies coming in, countering, trying to put in pressure. But the Hounds didn't even do that. They just took one step out. Once the tackle was made, they all stepped out to set the line. That meant that there was no space out wide for Anthem to respond, so they're looking for gaps, and then, boom, mistake made.
Well, Theo Faree, he just heard the grilled smoked meats, and him being originally South African, loves a braai, or in Australia now called a barbecue. They certainly make him tough in that part of the world. 19-5 still to score. The 3 tries for Chicago. Looking for a 4th try as Devoto drops this one backwards. 4 tries for a bonus point to take 5 3-points from this game. Currently on 4 points as the score remains this way. Short ball here for Tomas Casares. Played with New England Free Jacks for a season in 2023. Didn't get onto the starting team, but was part of that championship run. Deeper kick. Jordan Trainer goes to Roberts now. Oh, he slips to the ground. And Lopetti was falling as well. It will be a penalty, and it did look pretty bad.
I want to have a look too. Just take the time here.
To me, that looked worse than the intention there. I think he slipped, Roberts did, and then Lopetti are also trying to go low.
Have a look. Referee review.
Oof. I mean, there'll certainly be a penalty, but I don't think it should be anything more than that.
That one hurt just watching from here. Our referee crew will get together.
Definitely falling, but I want to have a look whether or not. Yep. The tackle is upright. Yeah. Yeah.
So then we'll go through the protocols.
So Kiwi, I just want to have a look at that tackle. I just want to have a look. Yeah, just play it from there in slow-mo for me. So he's in a good position to tackle. Yep. There is a massive slip. Okay. Yeah, so I'm at penalty only for that, fellas. Are you happy? There is head contact, right? But
are we seeing any foul play?
Let's take a look. Let's have a look at it again.
If he's bent and uses his arms,
let's have a look again. Go back again for me, Kiwi. Yeah, look, for me there is direct head contact. Okay, so it is, but there is mitigation. So I'm looking at that as it's not a high degree of danger, and we mitigate down to a penalty because there is head contact, but it's not. There is a significant and sudden change of height there.
Is there foul play?
There's foul play for me. It's direct contact to the head. Okay, so we do have head contact. It is the player's fault. We do have a direct head contact. There is mitigation because there's a significant slip. So to be a penalty only against, is that 13 white? 13. Okay, thank you. Johan! Okay, so there is head contact. All right, it is foul play because the player could have been in a better position, but there is a significant and sudden drop of height. It's a penalty only. Okay, have a chat to your boys. Have a chat. It's penalty only. All right, we'll go from there. Penalty back there.
All right, we heard there 13. From Luke Rogan.
No,
just
there's
a
a
penalty.
Significant and sudden drop of height. Penalty only. Sorry.
We can bring in referee Scott Green. Scotty, what are your thoughts on that one? Because it looked pretty massive.
It certainly did, Dallin. It was a fairly big hit, but the team of three, they've gone through their head contact process, and they've arrived at a PK only. So yeah, there was head contact. The player was at fault, so there's foul play. However, the referee has said it's a low degree of danger or not high degree of danger, and there's mitigation because the ball carriers had a sudden drop in height. So that's how he's arrived at that PK only.
Yeah, brilliantly explained there, Scotty Green. Great to have you on, my friend. I think we're going to keep you on. We may bring you on in the later game as well, so well done over there. Here we go. Now, line-out time. Been pinched here from the Chicago Hounds. Shaping up here is halfback Ruben de Haas. His father, Peter, played pro rugby for the Bulls and Lions in South Africa. Comes from good rugby stock. Jordan Trainer. Can he have a little breakout here at his city side on the front foot? Goes fairly high, so Devoto comes in and swallows him up. And Rumble is in there as well. Body's flying. Cardi comes in. Free kick.
Oh, and that was massive from Chicago. And, you know, I'm just staring at Jones there because he just really bared the brunt right at the bottom of that pile. Didn't look very comfortable at all.
They want to do a sub, number one.
But I think just that carry into contact was way too high for me. Weren't able to get your body down to the ground. Chicago guys just flocking and making sure they can prevent that from getting down.
Luke White is on the field. He's the world's tallest hobbit. He's wearing 17. His 98th match. He's got that shaved head on the right. What a wonderful warrior he's been in Major League Rugby. Versatile player. They can play anywhere in the forwards.
Okay, we're good boots.
Played right from the beginning. He played in the Shield final in 2018 with the former Glendale Raptors. Free kick. Hilsenbeck will put this one high. Anthem. Nice take there from Connor Mooneyham. 7 appearances for the US Eagles. 2 tries last week. Talea Alaleo cracks on the line. Played with the Raptors and Super Rugby Americas in recent times. Another replacement, that's Ishi Safoden. Went to my high school in Cape Town, South Africa, Rondebosch Boys High School. So Ishi, your little sneak sensation, you. Here's Webster with a big tackle on the fullback.
You're fine. Roll.
Penalty Hounds again. Good communication from Luke Rogan.
Yeah, it was good pressure there from Anthem, but just the body got caught up and not able to roll away there.
Okay. So we had this issue in the first half.
I didn't even see a blue jersey there.
He has an effect on the clean out. Okay, have a chat to your boys. If you want to compete at the breakdown, your tackler must be clear of that breakdown. Okay, he can't be laying there while you guys are over the top of the ball.
Some stern words there from Rogan.
Roll away.
But look, it's about the picture that that he wants to see.
Here we go. Who's excited for the MLR Championship final in Chicago? Pre-sale coming soon. That is going to be absolutely brilliant. The Windy City will host us again. We were there for the All Blacks against Ireland. We'll be there for the final, the second time they host.
And look, Chicago, we know how that ended up last year. Foaming at the mouth are these rabid Hounds. Just extra motivation to play for that championship final on home turf.
SeaTac Stadium it is. Go to Major League Rugby's website to get tickets and find out more information there. Casares takes us one at the front of the line-out. Luke White heavily involved as well. They drive upfield. Still leading 19-5 here in the second half. Oli Devoto gets rid of the first defender. Casares again, second carry, but big hits coming. Sam Golla's on the field. Captain of the squad as well. One of their leaders. Flesh finds Fari. Tries to get up to his feet. The ball is still there for De Haas.
No, he's not. Play on.
The Hounds desperate for that fourth try and the bonus point. Little stab through kick. They had advantage.
Okay. Johan. Okay, now we're going to warning down here in the 22. There was an offside, and there's a collapsing from the 16.
Can you tell me who was offside or where it was from?
Which offside number? 11. Okay. So there's 2 in quick succession inside the 22. Next one goes to the bin. Which one do you want? There's one here, or there's one on the 5?
Yeah, on the 5.
On the 5.
So Rogan just giving Momsen the warning. Look, we're trying to play at pace right now, and you have multiple infringements, multiple infractions preventing that play from happening. Next time that happens, going to be pulling something out of the pocket there.
If you are the 9, you've got to stay there until the line-out's over. Don't join.
There he is. You can keep that, my friend. No, don't give it back. Oh, too late. Too late. Chicago, 19-5, now attacking. 5 meters out.
That was fine.
Good set-piece ball to work with for the Hounds. Just knocked on there.
I think we should have a look at this grounding right here.
Okay, so for me, from where I was, it looked like it was lost forward over the line, but we want to check the ground.
Yeah, on field, I've got it knocked
Okay.
on.
Let's have a look. On field, decision is no try. It's a lost forward, but we want to just double check.
You can see here, the ball just spurts out right. Oh, just right from under Jones's wing, right before it gets dotted down. That would have been a good try for 50th cap milestone. You could just see right there, great angle from our camera crew, but just ball, just pops out loose.
That was really good footage to be able to judge that.
Just go back
Mac
from
Jones
there,
so close. The fans, though, they saw it. They know. Bit of airtime as well.
Okay, yeah, play from there, mate. Just play it slow-mo from there. Okay, setup's good.
Rogan with Kuzniak and Edwards just getting the footage from James
So
Kiwi
just
Roberts.
if we got any other angle of that in goal, there's no other angle of that grounding. So at the moment, fellas, I'm on no try, and it was lost forward because I don't see a clear grounding, but I do see 6 blue has entered from the side and collapsed that maul. I'm at a probable try, so I'm looking at 6 blue with a yellow card and a penalty try.
Completely agree.
Do you agree?
Yes.
Agree?
That would be a big blow for Anthem. Johan Momsen, the captain, is about to get his marching orders. And a penalty try.
Come on. Okay, so we don't have a clear grounding for the try. However, we do have you coming in from the side and collapsing the maul. It is a probable try, so it will be a penalty try and a yellow card.
Probable?
Yellow card shown, 10 minutes in the sin bin for Johan Momsen, the captain. And an automatic 26 points to 5. It is a 4th try, a bonus point try. Scott Green, my friend, that was some great officiating as well. Can you talk us through that process, please?
Yeah, Dallin. So what Luke has come up with is that if it wasn't for the actions of 6 blue, a probable try would have been scored. So he was initiated a video review with the grounding, cleared the grounding, was lost forward and went back for the 6 blue, collapsing the maul and yellow card, penalty try.
Well, there we have it, my friend. Thank you for the explanation, indeed. And what that means is Chicago now sitting on that bonus point for getting 4 tries so far. And, of course, 10 minutes in the sin bin playing with a player short. Here's the Waffle House back again. Hounds are going to be very good this year. I agree. This is the first time I'm agreeing with Waffle House. Yesterday he waffled on with some absolute rubbish, but today he's on form. So he's obviously had a good night's rest. Thanks for the interaction there, Waffle House. You're back in my good books.
Dallin, I think if you go to Waffle House, I know they're not the same, but if you go to any Waffle House, I don't think you can ever be on an opposite side from this guy.
That's right. No, true. Do love a good waffle, though. Now I'm getting peckish. Here we go. It is Safoden that gets Anthem back on the front foot. To the ground they go with Tom Pittman. Safoden again, good, quick, clean ball. There's another player who's US eligible as well through residency here, coming from South Africa, originally from Cape Town.
Away now.
Big carry, some big hits. Cardi. Forwards looking for work. Gurovic in there as well. Pittman yet again behind the back. Cardi looping. Nice ball over the top. Jordan Traynor is there, but not a lot of spaces to operate with. Safoden again. Midfield, bit of space almost there for Baden Godfrey, but it has been knocked on. A lot of replacements getting on the field. Marcus Fulau is in there as well for Anthem.
There you go, guys.
And we saw a shot of Sam Gala earlier, too. And that one, I think that last pass, you had 3 guys set up in that forward pod and just didn't look like they knew where that ball was going. So we take a look at Captain Momsen, not happy with that. That is a tough call to make, but bears the brunt of the responsibility of that team. You commit penalty after penalty, you go in the bin that time.
So a lot of replacements coming in from Coach Kuka Cavalieri. The GM, Mark Carney's first year with Anthem as well. It's been a labor of love, they said. They've recruited some brilliant players, and can these super subs make a big impact here in the second half? Just 36% possession last week. They made 222 tackles against the Legion. Legion just made 99. Hounds. Ball at the back with it, more advantage via Lucas Rumble. To Haas. He'll select, puts one over the top. Clever little kick as they chase down there.
Advantage over. No, advantage over.
You can hear that advantage over from the referee. Gained in the scrum. You have 1 person down from Anthem, so of course that pressure just becomes too hard to withstand. But Chicago's not going to get that one back, so looking to turn over the ball a different way.
It's a 30.
So Luke White there for Chicago in the front row. He head coach of the Chicago Blaze. His 2 daughters, Lena and Millie, and his wife Alison watching as well. He's a big frame. His shadow weighs about 275 pounds.
Outside the 22, clearly outside. Step across. Step across.
One of the great servants of the game in Major League Rugby. If you're just joining us, it's 26 points to 5. It's week 2. Chicago lead here at this Anthem venue, and Goller with a brilliant take. Another player through the draft system that was picked up by Anthem. Big kick downfield. Brock Webster is there. So a very solid game for the Chicago Hounds.
Keep coming out, keep coming out.
Speaking of fullbacks, that's Chris Latham's position, the head coach for Chicago. He was so good as a player. Watched him back in the day. Now, admittedly, it was black and white, the old television set, but he was carving up for Australia. He knows I'm just joking with him. Down to the ground goes Gurovic.
Use it!
For Anthem Rugby Carolina. So Foden goes wide. Beautiful pickup in the end. Big shots coming in behind the back.
It's not knock on, play on.
Julian Roberts cuts back in. Life University player.
No.
And the penalty for the home side.
See what they're going to do here. I mean, certainly go for the territory, go for the line out, especially when you've got Sam Gala in there. But you got to figure out how to retain the possession too and get some go forward, because right now they're just kind of going side to side. They're not able to break through this physical Hound defense, and that's why they're not getting any more points right now.
Chicago Hounds, Mac Jones, first player in franchise history to reach 50 caps. Brilliant accomplishment. Debuted February 18th, 2023. What a player he's been. Instrumental for this side. A bit of history that you would just think today. Again, congratulations to Mac Jones. He's been Player of the Year at Nuggie, the Warringah Rats in Austin, and 2 years in a row with Chicago in 2024 and 2025. Father is his mentor, he says, and that's a special moment for him.
Yeah, and I think, look, the way that Coach Latham describes him, he typifies what it means to be a Chicago Hound, the grit, big shoulders, and just physicality, and that's certainly what we see from this team.
Now, how big are the shoulders? I've got to get a measurement tape out here. They have it at the back here from Gurovic, and here comes Anthem now.
Don't go in there, don't go in there.
Hunting for their second score. Gurovic there peels away with the red headgear. The Argentine, the 26-year-old. Look at him. Hold him up. And the Maul has stopped the forward progression, so it's a free kick issued. Luke White getting up with possession. Strong play there from Chicago.
Well, and now Anthem's just asking questions of themselves. They're not sure how to get the advantage anymore because they're so confident in their set piece, especially these Mauls and Chicago standing tall in the task.
All chasers behind, fellas, behind the kicker, please.
The Hounds, 2024-2025 Eastern Conference finalists. They're looking to go a little bit further this year. They're a tight group, retained a large number of players. 17 new faces in their squad as Mooneyham looking to try exploit a bit of space at the halfway line. Godfrey's there in support. Behind the back ball from Fualau.
Backwards, play on.
Behind the back, Trainer looking to pick this one up, but it's bouncing awkwardly, it's a little kick through. O'Keefe picks this one up. Brilliant bit of work, he's gonna get there. Yes, he is. I call him the debt collector because he'll make you pay. Chicago are in style.
It's just the pressure. Pressure keeps building, and the Hounds making them pay, just like you said, Dallin. Ball doesn't go to hands. It hits the deck here, just has to go backwards. And then just a little bit of footy on the floor. O'Keefe hasn't gotten a lot of ball, but makes the best of it. Dancing his way to the try line.
Thomas calling lineouts.
It just feels like now it's just inching, it's really fading away for Anthem right now.
You got till 40.
An hour gone in the game. Try number 5 for Chicago. Mark O'Keefe says his aunt threw him a rugby ball when he was 3 years old, and he hasn't stopped playing since. Chris Hilsenbeck.
10 seconds.
The Flav.
Yep.
Played most of his rugby in France. His son Carl, 18 months old, watching this broadcast as well. Is he old enough to send us a social media message? Because that was fabulous. 33 points to 5. And it is all Chicago so far. Time for a quick hydration break. 33 points to 5, and it is Chicago that lead Anthem here. We'll be right back from Charlotte, North Carolina. Stay with us.
performance that our fans, family and supporters could be really proud of.
Unscripted, unfiltered, unapologetic, united. Major League Rugby.
Welcome back here, 33 points to 5. And Chicago leads Anthem here. James Dealey, team challenge from the Chicago Hounds. Love this edition. I do like the edition as well. Fascinating new. And Major League Rugby has been an innovator in the game for so many different reasons. And that is another one as well for the team challenge penalty here for Anthem.
Yeah, and I think what's interesting down too is, you know, there's no guarantee that these challenges are going to, you know, reap any reward for the team, but it also puts an interesting tactical decision, an additional one for the captain at hand. You only get 2 per game. When do you decide to employ those, right? We saw one earlier when they seemed pretty confident that there was foul play and there wasn't. And you just have to go with what you feel and what the guys are telling you on the field, and you get rewarded or you don't.
That's certainly right, as Anthem go over the top of the lineup. Not an accurate throw from Ramiro Gurovic, giving a chance for the Hounds to clear their lines. Ruben de Haas goes back to his fly but booms this one downfield.
Stop.
Into the stands it goes.
Run forward.
Just those small moments in the game, of course, could lead to different results.
Yeah, just the wheels coming off a little bit right now. Momsen looking to get on anytime soon. Maybe just a few more moments left for him. But right now, he needs someone on his team to step up. Some sort of individual moment of brilliance and effort. Keep this ball and then go from there.
Alessandro Heaney on the field wearing 17 as well. And then this one goes all the way out again. So just when you thought they'd won the line out.
And now Momsen comes on, but that's just, I mean, that feels like that's kind of exemplified what's happened for this Anthem side in the last 10 minutes or so.
They had a few cards last week, but they were able to weather the storm. It was a different outcome on that occasion, beating California Legion 39-26. Super subs, Jackson Zabrik on the field. Looks like he's cut his mullet. I'm not happy about that. The throw, he's not happy about that one in exchange. Here goes Heaney now, the 23-year-old out of Cork in Ireland.
It's your own player, play on.
Safoden wants to get it quickly.
It's your own player, play on.
The USA Collegiate All-American, Rudy Skoltz nominee at Life University. Oh, the short line almost through was Muniam. Down to the ground goes Pittman after a solid take, but the penalty goes the other way.
That was a beautiful moment from Chicago yet again on defense. Saw the positive tackle happening, and as soon as that positive tackle was made, the 2 guys on either side of him recognized it and came flooding into the breakdown. Get that counter, win that ball back, draw the penalty. Their defense has been fantastic all game.
It really has a hallmark of their play. And head coach Chris Latham, he said there are 3 non-negotiables: physicality, directness, and effort.
Yeah, we take a look here. Great tackle right there, and then the 2 guys come flooding in, and it's just pressure. And it's actually the tackler getting back on his feet. It was just the 2. But you talk about the physicality and directness down, that's it.
And that was from Santiago Videla, a backline player. Who said us backs can't tackle? 43 caps he has for his country of Chile. It's a quick tap for De Haas. And now here's Luke White crashing upfield. Luke White, he one-sided a salad. He goes to the 22. De Haas picks and goes again. Chicago getting into their shape.
You're fine, well done.
The forwards continue to surge. Mason Flesh with 2 tries already. Quick ball, here's Luke White yet again. Webster, he's crunched to the ground. White once more. Again, Chicago rumble upfield. Zaberik knocking on the door. The men in white from the Windy City. De Haas wanting to change direction. Rumble. And Flesh again.
Right here. I'm here.
Casares does the clean-up. Another pick and drive. Bodies piling in there for Chicago. They're all grit. Zaberik waits on the left. Receives now. So difficult to tackle players when they're so low to the ground. And again at Chicago, hammering for the line. Has the forward pack scored? It has been held up.
Good work from Anthem there. That play looked very similar to one we saw in the first half, but that one, of course, ended in the try.
Behind you, Luke.
Able to survive the immense pressure that was building from the Hounds. Get any body part you can underneath the ball.
Thank you.
And it's just that patience. I mean, yeah, the scoreline's not showing it, but those are moments that you learn from that and the experience that you build to be able to have those defensive stands.
You're so right. If you don't win, you certainly learn from the occasion. Rumble takes it upfield. Here's the big horse, as he's known. Charlie Abel, still on the field, still going strong. Down to the ground, Ollie DeVoe, the 32-year-old. Zaberik played with the Raptors in Super Rugby Americas.
Not on it. He's not on the ball.
Those great young players coming through, just 25 years old. Here's Luke White yet again in midfield. Beautiful ball. Mac Jones is there. De Haas tries to skip free, throws a pass, been intercepted. And the crowd come alive. Malachi Esday on the field, the Olympian, fresh from Paris with the United States. Cardi spots some space, he puts a kick over the top.
50-22 on.
Oh, it's a beautiful kick. That's a 50-22 of note from the American fluff, Luke Carty.
The ball's still alive, the ball's still alive.
Oh, come on now. That was so pretty. Oh, first the injection from Esdale, too, to get that ball back from his side, but then that kick, whew. Take a look here. All the way from his own 22. Beautifully executed and then just skips over.
Let's go to referee Scott Green. Scott, can you explain to our new viewers what is a 50-22?
Yeah, hey, Dallin, 50-22. Basically, if you kick the ball from within your half of the field and it goes out in the opposition's 22, you get to throw it the line out. However, if you pass the ball back into your own half and then kick it out, you don't get the line out. So there you go, 50-22.
Have you ever hit a 50-22 in your games playing?
I know. I don't believe I ever hit a 50-22.
Just got to clean his blood. There's a lot of that coming out.
Scotty Green, brilliant insights as well. We saw the replay though. Was Carty's foot over the 22? That's a good question here. They were looking at that for a second. We saw on the replay.
As long as he's inside the 50, Dallin, he's good to go.
Yep. Perfect. Thank you for that. See, Scotty Green, that's why it's great to have you on the chat, my friend. Like I said, you're back for match 3 later.
Do you need a
Cheers, mate.
If I could have 1 minute.
That's fine. Yeah.
And I mean, you just talk about
the
strength he's got on that boot, well inside his own half, and just, why not entertain a little bit the home crowd? And, this law has been around for a few years now, but I love it because it really just encourages the attacking kicking game and adds another tactic to the fold. If you've got talented kickers like that who can boot it downfield, reward that. Give them the opportunity to do so because it can be tricky. And there's a lot of kickers who are skilled enough to do it in both the men's and women's games, but it's just fantastic to see. And maybe I just love kicks.
No, it really is a great addition because then all of a sudden you get to attack. That's Chris Latham there. Back when he played, they didn't have 50-22, but he was a brilliant kicker of the ball as well. You can see the stern look on his face. I had a couple of beers with him a few weeks ago. Well, actually last year, in fact, it was. He's just so excited to be in Chicago. It was a while back. There was a lot of beers, in fact. Just joking. But he's very excited to be leading the side for the second season now in Chicago, really being able to have more of a stamp and more of a say on the team.
Yeah, and I mean, he's been in the league for some time. He's former attack coach for the Seawolves. But what he's built in Chicago, second-year coach, right? And, what they've done, it's the farthest finish that this franchise has had in history. I mean, he's looking to pick up right where they left off.
Time back on.
It was with Utah before that as well. The fans enjoying themselves here. 33 points to 5. 13 minutes to go to close out this game. That's better from Momsen at the top of the lineup. So Foden goes in midfield. Good carry again from Pittman. He's run hard as the inside centre. And now the forward's peeling around. Oh, that's brilliant run from Baden Godfrey. The Australian does well. There's Johan Momsen again, grinding away. The skipper. Safoden again goes to the left-hand side. Can Anthem get over the line again? Ollie Caney's there as well, the University of San Diego product. Quick ball from Safoden. Finds Sam Gola. First overall draft pick in 2022. Anthem with their crowd on their feet. Again, it's Godfrey for the line. He's there. And Anthem score. It's a powerful try for the Young Guns.
Baden Godfrey, 2 for 2 so far. Gets a try to his name in his second match for the franchise. And this time, just so aggressive on the attack, the physicality through the forwards. This is not the replacements. This is really the guys that come off the bench and lift the level of play. Well done to Anthem. That's exactly what they needed.
Baden Godfrey being involved with the Aussie Sevens program. A couple of awards playing for Vikings RFC as well. The kick sails over. 33 points to 12. Chicago lead Anthem. And great injection from Baden Godfrey out of Canberra, Australia. His father and sister have been involved in rugby for many years as well. We approach minute 70 in the game. Plenty of time for a few more Anthem tries. Brendan O'Meara, Johannes Gericke, and Kuka Cavalieri will urge on their team. Cavalieri, USA Eagles forwards and breakdown coach since October 2025. We mentioned working with head coach Scott Lawrence. That's here with his notebook, checking in on all the eligible American players. It's good footwork there from Julian Roberts. He wants us to mention his fiancée Angela holding down the fort with a little girl, Georgiana. Watching this broadcast right now. Safoden, he's been very good since coming onto the field. Here's Gola again, carries hard. Injecting his experience as well in Major League Rugby. Pittman behind the back. Oh, massive shot comes in. Still available though. Down to the ground goes Kane out of Tennessee. Here's Roberts firing one to Esdale. Malachi Esdale, the Olympian, sets off on the run. Here we go. Back on the inside. Safoden again. Beautiful skills. Malachi Esdale again on the end of this one. It's Anthem. They're rocking the stadium. Can they finish with a try? It's been pinched. How dare you do that, says the crowd. Mac Jones all over it. Anthem Rugby Carolina, their best passage of play yet. A stunning breakout with Esdale and Safoden involved. But in the end, it's snuffed out from the Chicago Hounds.
No, we'll play away from that.
Oh, man. Some dramas in the last couple minutes. You don't see Anthem play out of their own 22 very often, but why not? You're down. Go for it. And then you've got a game breaker like Esdale on the wing, playing with Safoden in open play. I mean, that's so hard to defend, but Chicago up to the task. And Webster getting in there for that big steal. You talk about grit. Oh, Esdale, so fun to watch, and Safoden right there with him. But talk about that tackle, and then gets right back up. Oh, that fullback, not to be outdone.
Well, there is a flag on the field, so a challenge has been issued here, and our referee crew will double check to see what they're looking at.
Stand again, please, Brits.
That's right, you're coming up here.
It's going to be this action.
70-22.
Watch these.
Keep playing that through, keep playing that through.
Malachi Esdale injecting off the bench. So what he did for Seattle last season.
If that's the action we're talking about, he's just trying to get back onside.
Yeah. Just rock and roll that for me, please. They look like they're both tangled up. He's trying to come back, whereas the Chicago guy's trying to get around him. I'm not seeing any foul play here.
Agreed.
Agreed? Agreed? I have a decision. There is no foul play from the Anthem player or the Chicago player. the review is unsuccessful.
So there you heard it from Luke Rogan. And listen, you might as well throw in the review as well, you know. So let's bring Scott Green in. Scott, so what happens? That was unsuccessful, that review. So what happens now in the context?
No, in.
Yeah, footage wasn't really clear there, Dallin, for me.
Oh, it's on the jersey. There's no
but with the referee review system,
it's all jersey.
we have two types of referrals. We have a referee-initiated review or a team challenge. So that one was a team challenge, and because it was unsuccessful, they have lost that challenge.
Lost the challenge. There he is, Scotty Green. Brilliant to have you, my friend. Sorry, I caught you having a little snooze over there. We're back to the live players. Anthem look to attack continually here. Safoden, who's been so good, as we mentioned. It's great support lines. A no-look pass there from Trainer. He flicks it back. Here's Cardi again. He takes on the forwards. To the ground he goes. Gudovic in as well. Penalty here for Anthem Rugby Carolina. Safoden looking for a quick tap. Looking to catch Chicago, not 10. And they were not 10. Flying up into the fray. Brilliant work from this young South African from Cape Town.
Go on the ground there. Number 9. Cynical, you're not back 10.
Yellow card, not back 10 is the right call.
Yeah, look, if you're not actively working to get back 10 and then you commit that tackle, you know better, right? And Rogan not afraid to send the Haas off. But I like the electric pace that Safoden has brought on for this squad, just keeping them on their toes. Can they get another try here, especially with man down? What do you do now for the Hounds? You lose your scrum half. I think we saw this yesterday too with Old Glory and Sean Lefebvre. Yeah, just take another look. Safoden with the quick tap. The Haas doesn't even retreat. He's just ready there for the tackle, maybe 4 meters away. Makes it easy for Rogan.
And you kind of have to make that tackle, otherwise Safoden's through and he scores. So the Haas will sit and watch the rest of this game from the side. Ishi Safoden. Said his mentor is Nizam Khan, former Springbok. First Cape Malaysian rugby player to play professional rugby. He's a mentor of his, and that's why he's playing professional. A quick tap here from Safoden. Here's a crack yet again. Beautiful dummy from the scrum half. He's reaching. He's there. Try awarded. Unbelievable scenes from this young scrum half. He carries the team on his back with a brilliant score.
And look at his face, just stone cold. Oh, he's going to be a fun one to watch this season down. I'm not just saying that because he comes from your high school. But ball pops out of the scrum. There's the advantage that is being played. So the referee blows that up. And then Safoden just goes, look at that little dummy. Doesn't matter that there's 2 guys on him. Still is able to get that arm over. He says, yes, sir, that is mine. Thank you very much.
He's like an electric eel. They make them tough at Ronnebush Boys High School. And this young player we mentioned through residency potentially could play for the USA one day. Here he goes. What a breakout.
Yeah, and what impressed me right there, still able to palm that ball, get it over. He's a small guy, but doesn't matter. Reaches right over Brandon Harvey there. Great stuff.
Conversion successful, 33 points to 19. 2 great scores here in the second half from this Anthem side. Has their crowd super excited to see how we go for the final 6 minutes. Don't forget Chicago down a player. They're a team that have already scored 5 tries. Luke White comes in with a good, strong tackle. But it's Anthem with that momentum. Safoden, the 25-year-old, finds Johan Momsen, also out of South Africa, out of the Paarl region. Won the Varsity Cup with Stellenbosch University. His 87th match. Former forward of the year in Major League Rugby in 2021, Momsen. To the sky, oh, Webster goes up. This time he does knock it on. That's a rare error from the fullback.
And look, Anthem 14 points down. That's 2 converted tries. That's a tough task in 6 minutes, but you know, Dallin, I've seen crazier things happen before, but just the momentum is certainly coming back Anthem's way, and they've got to fully embrace that in the last 6.
What are we doing? Let's go.
Brilliant to have your company. I'm Dallas Stafford alongside Bree Kim. And Bree, I'm glad you're here to do the numbers because math wasn't my strong subject at high school. Now I'm throwing my high school under the bus again. That's not good. But great to have you here on the broadcast. Super fun finish we have.
Nice, Ollie. Good. Out. Ali. Let's go, Ali.
There we go, Martin. Nice D. That's right. Webster with a heck of a play. That is certainly right. Keep them coming, Martin. Great to have you join the conversation using the hashtag MLR2026. Our fan experience has been on point this season so far.
Use it. No, both down. Use it.
Told to use it. Safoden looks in midfield yet again. Here's Cardi looking to push it one wider. Jordan Trainer's in the end of this one. Mooneyham is there. The electric flyer bounces. Oh, it just puts a foot out. Webster's delighted with that. And the touchline has not missed a tackle since 1823.
Who's sliding?
Well, the touchline sure hasn't, but Brock Webster, man, he has been so good all game. Mooneyham thinks that he wasn't out, but we saw that foot creep over the whitewash. Let's take a look here. Just the chop tackle and just doing anything he can, grabs that foot, and it's the right foot of Mooneyham and then the left. That gets over to Vodogo, making sure that Mooneyham knows he's there too.
Well, it's a two international, the Canadian international Webster against the US international in Connor Mooneyham going at it. We said he celebrated his 30th birthday last week with 2 tries and a player of the match performance to Connor Mooneyham. Here's Mac Jones getting it away. And Chicago Hounds take it to the line.
Step. That's out. That's got to be out.
Michael Basker.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is out. Yes.
Ball's available. Players able to get at this one. Earlier carry there from Jake Kinneback, the 24-year-old. Second match in Major League Rugby.
Use it.
Zabrick.
Roll. Yes, well done. You're trying. He's trapping you. Well done. No, 18. Don't do that.
Basker again to slow things down. Remember, there's no scrum off on the field. Sin-bin offence for Ruben De Haas. He goes downtown. Cardi flies it in field. Trainer. Can't get through the big frame of Jake Kinneback. Yeah, the University of Utah Rugby. A little bit of space, a cross kick, very nice. Robertson on the end of this one. Cardi, what a kick! Anthem again. Safoden was there. Beautiful pickup. Pittman on the charge. Tom Pittman, the number 12. Cardi again. Here's Gola. Hands down the line. Jordan Trainer, and then this one beats one. Flat ball. Connor Mooneyham comes in. Beautiful carry from the winger. Anthem surging in the second half. Very close to the line. And now it's the forwards piling in. Over the line. Held up.
Oh, disappointment for this Anthem side. But what a build-up from these guys. Take a look at that cheeky, beautiful kick. Great recognition from Cardi. Roberts with a big thundering run and then keeping it alive. And Safoden, how about that with the ruck, keeping it even more alive. Phase after phase it builds. Momsen trying to get over in this phase, and just Chicago does enough to hold it up. But wow, what an exciting play, Dallin.
Such an exciting play. So many exciting players as well.
No try, held up.
Bree, a few of your players of the match contenders. Who have you got for us?
Medics off.
Well, look, there's been some excellent performances from both sides. From Chicago, of course, the team leading Mason Flesh and Brock Webster. Mason Flesh, I think, has led from the attack and just keeping that ball alive, and Brock Webster's been so good defensively. And then from the other side, Luke Carty's been instrumental with his kicks, and James Scott, I think, has really stood out to me.
Yeah, wonderful plays. We see Baden Godfrey again with a brilliant carry. So impressed with him coming off the bench. Quick hands here. Roberts again heavily involved. It's Anthem with Pittman again. Some strong carries. He's really come alive in the last 10 minutes.
No.
Safoden goes to the right. Here's Gurovic.
Let go.
Again, it's big Ollie Kane involved. Roberts looking for work, really injecting himself in the final few minutes of this game with more advantage. The arm is out, and it comes up now, penalty, and we may go to the bin again. Another player. It is. Jackson Zabrick goes to the side, and they're down 2 players.
Wow, and the Anthem crowd is loving that. 90 seconds left to play. I mean, it's too little time, I think, for Anthem, but this is quite the finish.
Don't say that, Bree.
Time off.
I want them to prove me wrong, Dallin. We taking a look there, it's just Zabrik just being penalized there, losing his footing. Chicago, they got to dig deep.
That one's correct. Yeah. Mate,
We mentioned some of those player of the match contenders, but again, it's so hard to choose from these two brilliant sides. Good efforts from quite a few sensations.
Just went down on this side. Both of them went down, so I can't play out here.
Getting good shots of Mason Flesh right now, and yes, he's got 2 tries to his name, but his work rate has been immense all around the park. He certainly deserves those honors for me.
So here we go. We, of course, have a yellow card to a front row player. Zabrik goes to the side, so for safety reasons, he's going to bring in another front row player at scrum time. So back on the field is Theo Fari. Does Dallin look as good as he sounds? Go at them.
Don't worry, Dallin. I'll answer this question.
Yes, please.
Oh, he looks pretty good. And, I mean, we haven't even seen the shirt, ladies and gentlemen, that he is wearing. We were not on camera for this one, but whew, that shirt. I got to learn a thing or two from you.
Yep, indeed. That is the person's name, Bree Kim. Thank you for the compliments. The shirt's always shining. The color is there. The fun is there. It's rugby after all. Something to take our mind off the rest of the world. And what a game this has been. Can Anthem...
You need to hit and hold. Let's go. Quick reset. Let's go. Quick reset.
Can they score quickly to give themselves a chance to get the kickoff?
Now, come forward. Take the hit, please. Let's go.
Some dejected faces there from Chicago, but they will be at least happy about the victory. A bonus point win as well on the road against a very good Anthem side. What I really enjoy about this team is they play for the full 80 minutes.
Bind.
They are not done yet.
Set.
Ishi Safoden to feed.
Both down, both roll, play it away.
Arm goes up again.
And look, you have to imagine they're going for a bonus point here. Can they get it?
They're 10.
Kick over the top, wasn't the best option. Santiago Verdella calls a mark in his 22.
That's correct.
Smart from the Chilean international. And now you're just going to kill time.
Videla knocks this one downfield, formerly with the Miami Sharks in Major League Rugby. Here's Safoden again, the electric player out of Life University. Big step, Luke White brings him to the ground. There for Anthem to work with Gurovic. He takes a big shot. Cardi, been very good in this game, finds a big frame of Johan Momsen, ripped free though. Rare did you see the man mountain himself losing possession. Baska bangs this one out.
Full time.
It's an excellent start to the 2026 season for Chicago. In the end, they've scored 5 tries against a very brave Anthem Rugby Carolina team, and they get their first victory this season. They did it the Chicago way, to quote head coach Chris Latham. The Hounds will head home to host California Legion next weekend on April 12th at SeatGeek Stadium, while Anthem hosts the Seawolves that very same day. It's time for a quick break, but our post-match coming up next from North Carolina. And it is Chicago Hounds victorious by 33 points to 19 against Anthem Rugby Carolina. We'll be right back in week 2 of Major League Rugby from this brilliant stadium at the American Legion Stadium. Stay with us, rugby fans.
We wanted to put out a performance that our fans, family and our supporters could be really proud of.
Unscripted, unfiltered, unapologetic, united. Major League Rugby.
I think just stick to our strengths.
Interview headset, interview headset. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Interview headset. Interview.
I'm not going forward. We'll just stick to our game and take it week by week.
Welcome back to Charlotte, North Carolina. The first game for Chicago Hounds is in the books. They win 33 points to 19. Our player of the match, Mason Flesh, scored 2 brilliant tries, was so active today. We can have a chat to him right now. Mason, congratulations on the victory, my friend. Listen, tell us a little bit about that game. It was rough, it was tough. But firstly, give us a mention about Mac Jones reaching an historic 50 matches for the side.
Yeah, our first game of the year. Huge moment for us as a club. McLean Jones has been here since day one. One of the guys that's built this club from that first year where they only won 1 game, and we built it up, and he's been a core part of this, and for him to be the first Hounds player to get 50 matches in this green and white jersey was huge. He was a huge driver for us for our first game. First game it was pretty scrappy at first, pretty short preseason, but like super lucky, super grateful to pull it through for the club and for Maka. Yeah, huge moment.
And Mason, tell us what it's been like in the last month or so. You've been with this squad last year and taking into this year, some big changes, but also some big signings. What's the culture been like? How has it changed?
The culture's been unbelievable. I'll give a huge shout out to our managers for who they bring in. They're really good at picking guys that fit in very seamlessly into our culture. We have a very uplifting, very exciting, very fun sort of culture, and the new guys have fit right in. We're lucky to have so many returning players compared to other teams, but it's been a great vibe in the team, and to get a win, even though it was a scrappy finish, is huge for our momentum.
Yeah, and tough finish to the season last year, a great start this year. What do you want the league and the world to know about the 2026 Chicago Hounds?
What do I want the league to know? Is that we're relentless, we're hungry, and we're not going to stop until we get the job done.
I love it. Mason Flesh, congratulations, my friend. All business in the end. Well done, buddy. Go enjoy this win with your teammates. Yeah, brilliant to see that. Fantastic stuff from our player of the match. 2 tries on the night, was so active around the park. A very entertaining game. Very impressed with Anthem coming back, of course, later in the second half.
Yeah, and I think, it was a very exciting 80 minutes, and you look at the American pipeline that we have. Scott Lawrence able to be in person and see these challenges. That's a tough one to put together.
Well, let's get to the coach. Head coach Chris Latham. Chris, thanks so much for joining us. Congratulations on that opening victory. Tell us a bit about how proud of you your side, because that Anthem team really brought it, particularly in the second half.
Yeah, they did, and we knew they'd be up for it. They had a fantastic game last week, got their first win. So, I mean, yeah, they're a talented team across the park. They're chock full of Eagle players, and again, that's what we're all here for. We're here to service the Eagles and get as many good players we can into that team. So, Anthem are a quality team, and for us to come away, our first game, credit to our boys. We stuck to our game plan, we stuck to our principles, our structures, and yeah, to get an away win straight up with a bonus point, very happy.
And Chris, I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but week 1 check, and quickly it will turn into week 2. I think just for you, what are the key takeaways for your boys as you start to recover and prep for the next weekend?
Yeah, obviously discipline's going to be number 1, and number 2, in this league now with our numbers that we've got in squads, it's about keeping everyone healthy. Those that survive and have a healthy squad week in, week out are going to be the ones that are going to find their way through. And then we've just got to make sure that we keep preparing well. If we keep preparing well, I've told these guys time and time again, we train well, we prepare well, we play well. And we've had a fantastic off-season. We've built a great 4 weeks of momentum. We're tight as a group. And we really came together for Macca Jones today on his 50th cap for Chicago. First one in the club's history to get that. So we really wanted to do that for him. And so we're very happy with that.
And Chris, last one for you. What is the Chicago way? I know that's the mantra for this year. Tell us more.
Oh, mate. Chicago, mate, we're built tough. It's a strong place. It's a hard place to live. You know, we've got strong shoulders, big shoulders. You know, we play tough, train tough, and we've just got to make sure that we continue to do that. We work hard for each other on and off the field. You know, and we're built on a very harsh climate, and we like to think that we can build our strength off that as well. So a little bit of an insight into the Chicago way and what we believe.
Chris, thanks very much. I can see those shoulders have been in the gym recently. Go and enjoy the win with your team, and congrats again.
Thanks, appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Brilliant stuff. We have one more game coming up later today. It's from sunny Southern California, and it is the big one. The 3-time champions, the New England Free Jacks, taking on the New California Legion in their second game, 4 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. The Old Mate Cup is on the line as well. It is going to be sensational.
Oh, Dallin, I think maybe if you get out of here now, you can make it just before the end. Now, look, guys, if you're watching right now, go up, take a bathroom break, get your snacks, because we're just getting rolling to the next one.
Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Globant, the official digital transformation partner of Major League Rugby. When technology meets passion, the unthinkable happens. And by Gilbert, the official ball of Major League Rugby. For Bree Kim and Scott Green, I'm Dallin Stanford saying thanks for watching. Goodbye from North Carolina, and we'll see you next time. You sleek sensations.
To put out a performance that our fans, family and our supporters could be really proud of.
Unscripted, unfiltered, unapologetic, united. Major League Rugby.
Gas station burger? Where's that at?
didn't want to rip it on this record. It was like, because it's really for the stereo mics. I was like,